So we just got a lavender tank color last time. So I'm psyched to try this thing out. Is that lavender? No, that's neon pink. Although I gotta say, neon pink T-28 looks pretty badass. Lavender. Ah, there's lavender. Actually, that's pretty nice. I was not expecting it to look that good. Way to go, lavender T-28. Yeah, we can return to the main menu. So, hey, everybody. Good morning and welcome to, well, good afternoon. And welcome to Girls in Panzer, the video game about girls and panzers. We're going to start with some awesome action in a second. Just going to let people know this is happening. Perfect. Alright, we are good to go. Fun fact, because of the way German works, I mean, you don't really have to, like, you don't slap an S on the end of it anyway for Panzers. That's just something fun to do in English. Alright. Let's try out my beautiful new lavender T-28. Oh wait, let's make sure it's got the, okay, it's got radio balloons. We'll be fine. Boom. I'm not entirely sure what the Hetzer thought it was doing there, but I'm glad it went down so fast. And I gotta say, you put all of the speed add-ons to this thing, you blast off its side armor. I mean, it's not fast, but it moves at a respectable pace. Hey, Julian, what's up? Oh, Nicholas. Just reloaded a couple of times. Other people seem to be working fine. Oh, Der D and Das. I've always said, I think this is an inarguable fact, although people have argued with me about it, so I probably shouldn't say that. If you have gendered nouns, you're not a serious language. Like, you're not a language who means to accomplish things in the world or be useful for people. So it's like, seriously, the first thing you have to do if you want to be a real language, you got to get rid of gendered nouns, because it doesn't matter if a table is male but a chair is female. It doesn't matter that a house is male but a door is female. Like, that's, you're just wasting everybody's time. Oh, are those the clamps that kept the side armor on the side there? Because if so, that's pretty neat. Yeah, when I was learning German, I was like, so whoa. So you got your male nouns and your female nouns, which of course I always knew from having learned French. But now we're doing gender-neutral nouns as well. Can't we just do gender-neutral for everything and save everybody a huge amount of time? Oh, no, okay, so specific things have to be gender-neutral. Gotcha. You're the worst, German. Well, honestly, what were you going to do? You can't get around me. I feel sorry for these guys who are trying. Ah, there we go. Hey, Team Rabbit. I don't see this going particularly well for you. You're facing in the wrong direction, Team Rabbit. I don't know what you thought you were doing, but it was great. No, it's many languages. We were just talking about German. Many languages have this old fault. I mean, hell, English used to have way more gendered nouns than it does. Did we ever have gendered pronouns? That's a good question. That's something I would have to look into. There we go. Oh, English. So we have now finally answered the question, can fascism and authoritarianism rise under English? Because I remember a famous wit asking the question, could authoritarianism, is it possible that it could not rise in an English language country simply because the English language is too, there we go, does not have the same kind of power dynamics as your French and your German and other languages like that? Is it possible that the language itself could be a bulwark against the rise of authoritarianism? And the answer, of course, was no. But I'm going to ask you, what famous comedian and wit posed that question? If you're the first commenter below the video to mention it, you will win a prize. Just put the time code for where in this video I did the quiz with your answer so I can check it. It's supposed to be the way it feels when it rolls off the tongue. Wow. Yeah, one thing that interests me is the fascinating thing about English is that English does on some level, I mean, it's not designed this way, but it has the effect of making it, weirdly, you have no idea how close you came with Michael Jackson. Like, eerily close. But, there we go. The one thing is, in English, there's no way, and I'm not saying that there aren't plenty of English societies with rigid class systems. There are. But the language itself does not have a formalized way of speaking to your social betters. Like, it doesn't have this extra layer of complexity built around, here is the language you are supposed to use when talking to a person higher class than you, and here's the language you're supposed to use when talking to a person of lower class than you. And of course, oh, that sucks. I think she may have gone this way. They often do. Oh wait, what is my special ability? Does it locate? No, it just locates Bocos. And that's fine. Locating Bocos is awesome. But, there we go. T-28 is having some serious trouble getting up this hill. Go for it, bro. Although, remember, you only get 3 guesses. After 3 guesses, you're out. Sadly, no. It's a British boy. I know it would have been great if it had been Slavic, but no. Where the hell is she? Did she go to the beach? Like, if she was somewhere in the left side of the map, you think she would have crossed one of my radio traps by now. Yeah, and that's what got me about learning German as well, Sly Skydiver, is the ridiculous amount of memorization involved with gendered nouns. I was similarly unimpressed with French when I was learning French. It's important that you remember which noun is which gender. And I'm like, what purpose does that serve? And they're like, if I say la porte or le porte, are people not going to know that I'm talking about a door if I use the wrong one? And the answer was, of course they're going to know you're talking about a door. It's just, this is the way the language is structured, so you have to do it that way. And I'm like, and that's why French is dying out. That's why nobody wants to use French anymore. Like, French used to be one of the most spoken languages on Earth. And then English just completely destroyed it. Why? Well, I mean, obviously it's a harder language to master. That's just common sense. But English's great strength is that it's very easy to get started at English, and make yourself understood in English. The complexities of it take whole lifetimes to learn. Hey, Jaden. Ah, there she is! She's all the way at the other end of the map, because of course she is. The frigging Porsche Tiger decided, oh, I'll hide in the school parking lot. Oh my god. Well, I understand that German is easier to learn than Russian. Alright, Porsche Tiger. You're done for. I did not see what you said before, Jaden. Sorry, I was tanking. Oh, we'll try Rosehip in a bit. I just wanted to pop Miho in the driver's seat for this first mish. Boom. I honestly think the T-28 could take the Porsche Tiger in a race, because the Porsche Tiger would just run out of fuel or have its engine break down after the first kilometer. That's true. That is a bad term for me to use interchangeably and inaccurately. I really do love this lavender color. We're probably going to switch it over to hot pink in a minute. Yeah, Germany is famously one of the easier languages to learn. It's got nice concrete rules. It's all the memorization and gendered nouns I balked at. It's a very clearly regimented language. As long as you're down for memorizing all the words, you can be speaking German, I mean, very quickly. It's all about how good you are at memorizing new words. The rules are quite easy to learn. I have to assume you're talking about that side story manga you're... yeah, probably. Well, she is the head of the German team. Yeah, no, it absolutely is close to English. Well, English has a lot of Germanic roots. That's why, like, the thing about French is, that if you know French really well, I'm not saying you also know Spanish, but you basically know Spanish. Like, if you know French really well, it's like, when I hear that someone knows 5 languages, right, and 4 of them are French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian, but I'm like, okay, well, you really only know 2 languages then, English and the Romance group. Whereas German is a vastly different from the Roman languages. Completely different roots, completely different rules, and let's face it, basically no words in common. But English is descended both from your native Old English and German, so you have a lot of similar words. Dutch is one of my favorite languages. I don't know a word of it, but I have a lot of Dutch relatives, and so I've been to the Netherlands, and I know this is a crazy thing to say, but the thing I love about Dutch is that if you're an English speaker and you listen to people speaking Dutch, Dutch uses various sounds in it. It wasn't Michael McIntyre. It's not a bad guess, though. We'll see, bro. We'll see. But, let's be honest. No, we're definitely not going to do that. That's true. There are more exciting languages out there. But the thing about Dutch is, if you listen to people speaking Dutch, it kind of sounds like English backwards. I mean, I'm not saying it is English backwards. That would be crazy. I'm saying a lot of sounds that appear in the Dutch language sound like the sounds that come up when you hear English being spoken backwards. It's very strange and jarring. And you'll only notice it if you've spent a lot of time listening to English being played backwards, which I had for no good reason. Yeah, no, Dutch is a great language. I'm a big fan of it. Okay. Oh, rosehip. So how much does it increase the speed? What up, Jaden? So you're super hyper there, Jaden. Gotcha. Although, high energy and, oh, come on. I thought I had you. Being high energy doesn't help when you, are driving the T-28. Yes! Sorry, yeah, so I've been busy. Here you go. Okay, so we've tried accelerating it with one character, but I've never tried accelerating the tank with Rosehip. So let's see what kind of speed we can get out of this here. A cute Italian girl to lead the forces of Italy in World War II. I don't know how well that would have gone, but who knows? My god, all of the other tanks look so tiny compared to this one. I'm a big fan of the T-28. It's would have, Sly. Would have. H-A-V-E. would have been weird to see Central and South America fighting in the World War, but of course, they didn't have a lot of treaties to involve them in that kind of thing. It was also not Chris Tucker. I was thinking that the fact that Michael Jackson was super close would be a good quiz, but now I realize that his connection to Michael Jackson is so incredibly obscure that there would be no way for people to guess it unless they had seen the specific episode of the specific TV show I'm talking about. So it's not really a useful clue. I will say that they're British, though. It is a British person. Way to go, Brazil! It's weird to think of it as a Mexico as a front in World War I rather than an unrelated war that happened at the same time, as I would possibly generally have thought of it. Although I'm far from a historian of Mexican-American history. Okay, 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes to take this guy down. That seems doable. You're right. Rosehip does have the best best yikes sound. Okay, I gotta say, she can make that T-28 really speed. You throw off the armor plates, you use her special power, and that thing motors. It's kind of nice. What up, Jaden? I did see that. There we go. We do the, yes, we do the tankrobatics from time to time. I'm definitely going to do a little more tankrobatics with the Crusader in some ridiculous color. It's infuriating to Katyusha that she's almost an adult, but she still looks like a child. I get that. That makes sense. Especially because everyone treats her like a child. Also, it's kind of on her for acting like a child. That would have been very entertaining, Jade.
Дорогая Нонна, что же нам делать? Поживем, увидим. この前はよくもカチューシャに意地悪してくれたわね。
あれは私だって試合であんたたちにひどい目に遭わされたんだから、おあいこでしょ。まあまあ2人とも。それより試合までちょっと時間があるからお菓子でもどう？
お久しぶりです、ナオミさん。
やあノンナ、今日の対戦楽しみにしてたんだ。よろしく。
私も試合が楽しみです。ケイさんも今日はよろしくお願いします。
オーケー。私もナオミとノンナの砲撃戦期待してるわ。お互いいい試合にしましょう。カチューシャ隊長、サンダースのお菓子美味しいですよ。カチューシャ隊長も一緒に食べましょうよ。今行くから。で、お菓子の車だけじゃなくて、ハンバーガーにピザに中華、救護車にヘアサロン、それにあれはシャワー車。あんたたち一体どんだけ試合場に持ち込んでいるのよ。
あら、このくらいのサポートは当然でしょ。ま、これだけの設備が用意できるのはうちくらいでしょ。ああ、よかったら1両差し上げましょうか。もっともプライドの高いプラウダがもらうなんてことできないでしょうけどね。
そうもらうはできないけど、カチューシャたちが勝ったら1両奪って差し上げるわ。それはあら、フェアプレーのサンダースが今のなしなんていうつもりはないわよね。
勝てばいいのよ。サンダースの力見せてあげるわ。
楽しい試合になりそうね。
ルールは殲滅戦。相手の車両を全て撃破したチームの勝利ね。
それじゃあさっさと片付けてお家に帰るわよ。
試合を始めます。
進むわよ。
前進します。
様子はどうなの？
止まります。奇襲に備えておきましょう。前進。
進むわよ。撃て！いいわよ。何やってんの？12時方向から攻撃を確認。
停止。
装填完了よ。撃て！聞いてるわね。下がり気づかれてる？生意気な。
前進します。
やればできるじゃない。撃て！いいわよ。何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。装填完了よ。
止まります。
12時撃て！進むわよ。敵の情報が届いたら車両を捉えたわよ。
シャーマン75ミリ行動不能。
押してるわよ。装填完了よ。いいわよ。下がりなさい。撃て！
M4A1 シャーマン行動不能。
何やってんの？敵車両発見よ。
装填完了。
装填
M4A1 シャーマン行動不能。
余裕よ。余裕。
Well, Naomi is best, or close to it. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was my mistake there.
何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。
I can't believe he missed just then, or she missed just then.
車両を捉えたわよ。
Oh.
シャーマンファイアフライ行動不能。
あと1両ね。やっちゃうわよ。
Oof.
装填完了よ。
こんな時は聞いてるようです。
何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。
装填完了。
いいわよ。
シャーマン75ミリ行動不能。試合終了。
負けちゃったけどエキサ ライティングな試合だったわ。ナイスゲーム。
また腕を上げたね、女。
So you gotta respect that kind of positivity.
直美さんも攻撃にすごい
They may have lost.
良い勝
Hey,
利
Christianus.
ございました。
カチューシャの勝ちね。
Oh,
お菓子の車を奪ってあげるわ。
how could you not love that kind of excitableness?
なるほど。負けたらサポートを1台あげるって約束をしちゃったのね。約束は約束だし、うちは構わないけど。
いえ、譲っていただかなくても結構です。
なんだ、どうして？
カチューシャの教育者よくありませんから。
でも、サンダースが持ってるんだから、ブラウダだって持つべきな。
カチューシャでももストもありません。よそはよそ、うちはうちです。
ノンナ様。ノンナ副隊長。
わかりました。サンダースからもらうことはできませんが、プラウダでの導入を検討します。
本当に？やったー！ありがとう、ノンナ。大好き。なんだかんだ言って、ノンナはカチューシャに甘いのね。
お恥ずかしい限りです。
いいんじゃない？厳しいばっかりじゃ息が詰まっちゃうし、人生はケセラセラなんだから。案の定楽勝だったわね。
素晴らしい指揮でした。同志カチューシャ。
Узнаю нашу Катюшу.
クラーラもカチューシャのことを称えてるのね。今日は心が広いから日本語じゃなくても許してあげるわ。次の相手もさっさと片付けるわよ。
Okay, this should be a bit of a mess. Well, no, it's not just World War II based. It's World War II and cliches about America. So she's both, you know, it's both the World War II tanks and look, but just this whole idea of America's being happy-go-lucky, optimistic, and in her case, California surfer looks. So it's not just World War II era America. It's a whole, what is America fundamentally? What is the idea of America? Oh, they think it's a child. Seriously, we're only 1 month away now from Fist of the North Star coming out, and I can't wait. I'm not saying it's going to be the best, but there's a good chance it's going to be the best. There is not, because this is only World War II Jasper. Warsaw Pact was, of course, afterwards. As a consequence, there's no NATO tanks either.
う
Well, technically, it's a combination of Midwestern Nordic stock blonde and the easygoing California attitude, because the conception is that so many of those blondes went out to California, hence the California blonde idea. And yeah, I mean that's a big stereotype about Americans, is that specific type of lady from California, which is what Kay is reflecting.
それじゃあさっさと片付けてお家に帰るわよ。
それでは試合を始めます。
進むわよ。わあ、 信します。止まりなさい。様子はどうなの？
止まりなさい。奇襲に備えてください。
It's kind of a NATO-themed school. I think they make the argument that it's a T-28, not a T-95, because that was done before the war ended, and there were Centurion prototypes, and then of course they used the Chaffee, which was not NATO. But you're right that they are closer to NATO-themed than all of the rest. And it's possible, again, I'm still hoping that we see maybe a sequel series, maybe something in Das Film, about them doing a, not just college sports, but a national team version, like a professional sports version of this, using more advanced tanks. I know the odds of that are very long, but I think it would be great. Then again, my dream for the end of the finales are to see a Rata in there, so my ideas for the series are definitely not the way they're going to go. Well, it's also referencing an America of the past that wasn't so politicized and divided. And that is the attitude of World War II. We're all in this together to win this fight against the forces of evil. We're all going to have Liberty Gardens and drop off scrap aluminum to make planes and buy war stamps, which were war bonds but for children. They were stamps that you didn't use. You bought them just to have them. It was a way that children could support the war with their allowances. I learned about them from, what do you call it? Superman comics from the 1930s and 40s. Oh, Alice, you're not winning this one. You're great, but you're not that great. Oh my god, I was going to wipe her out, but then I hit a rock and my barrel kind of went nuts. We still won, though. It would be nice if it was still like that. But, the problem was, and I mean, it's not, it could have been like that now, but, what happened was after 9/11, I mean, this is so long ago that most of you probably won't remember it, but after 9/11, instead of asking for unity, basically, the Republicans said, we're under attack, so you have to vote for Republicans. Like, they didn't say, we're all trying to keep us safe, and here's where we disagree on policy. They said, you're going to die if you vote for a Democrat. And that's where the political fissures really took hold, and America is still suffering from that today. Whereas in World War II, yeah, the Republicans didn't want to go to World War. Like, they just didn't want to do it. They were like, we're keeping ourselves to ourselves, it's fine. But, after Pearl Harbor, everybody was on the same side, everybody was down with the war, and then they still had elections, and they still disagreed about how things should be run, but nobody was saying, oh, well, if you vote for a Republican, we're gonna, okay, well, some people were saying if you vote for a Republican, we're gonna lose World War II. But that was not, like, the Democratic Party's platform in 1942 or 1944. Yeah. But yes, it would be nice if everyone was still cooperating and had that kind of beautiful attitude. Oh, Katyusha, you're the best.
Катюша так величественно и прекрасна, когда сражается.
なんなんクラウラはなんて言ってるの？
カチューシャの偉大な戦術にはいつも驚かされます。私も見習いたいですと言っているようです。
次の試合でも見せてあげるからいくらでも学ぶといいわ。カチューシャがいる限り負けなんてないんだから。
All right. Amusement park one-on-one against the Churchill. This should be fun.
あらダージリン、あなたがカチューシャの相手なのね。
Yikes, Sly. Yikes.
今日はよろしくお願いしますわ。
もちろんプラウダの重戦車でじっくりたっぷり歓迎してあげるわ。
ダージリン、データによると我が校の戦力ではプラウダの重戦車に対して不利は否めません。
戦車のスペックで勝負が決まるなら戦車道は生まれていないわよ。アッサム、こんな言葉を知ってる？悲観主義者はあらゆる機械の中に問題を見出す。楽観主義者はあらゆる問題の中に機会を見出す。
チャーチルですね。はっ、言葉でいくらごまかしても戦車は強くならないわよ。
ではこちらの言葉を差し上げますわ。Actions speak louder than words。 行動は言葉より雄弁である。
そうね、試合になればすぐに結果はわかるわ。でも安心してダージリン、あなたを慰めるために美味しい紅茶とお茶菓子を用意しているんだから。
はい、プリア肉とリモンニエ銅力、それに指レイナーも用意してあります。あら、私たちのカチューシャのために。
はい、今日はスカーンにバタフライケーキ、マシュマロ入りのファッチもおすすめです。美味しそうだけどカチューシャが勝つんだからそっちのお菓子は必要ないわ。
そうね。ではこの試合の敗者は勝者にお茶会をしてあげるというのはどうかしら。勝った方は自分で用意したお茶菓子で2回お茶会を楽しめるというわけですわ。
それいいわね。久しぶりにグロリアーナの紅茶が飲みたくなってきたわ。
あら、私の方こそプラウダのロシアンティーをいただきたい気分になってきましたのに。
いいわよ。このカチューシャがロシアンティーの代わりに砲弾をたっぷりご馳走してあげるわ。
ルールはフラッグ戦。相手のフラッグ車を倒したチームの勝利ね。
お家に帰るわよ。
それでは試合を始めます。
進むわよ。敵フラッグ車発見したわ。何あれ、硬すぎでしょ。右側面に被弾。何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。リタイル戦いいわよ。正面走行に被弾。やればできるじゃない。撃て。何あれ、硬すぎでしょ。一時方向から攻撃をかける敵車両を捉えたわよ。止まって効いてるわね。装填完了よ。下がりなさい。撃て。いいわよ。何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。装填完了よ。撃て。効いてるわね。下がりなさい。2回壊しちゃおうかしら。撃て。ダ
だねカチューシャ、見事な戦いだったわ。
さあ約束通りお茶をいただこうかしら。
よろしくてよ。レコ
Missed your comments, Jaden. I've been focused on that match. It was an easy one to lose. They've got, she's got a ridiculous amount of armor.
私ローズヒップにはいろいろ期待してるのよ。
皆さんお待たせいたしました。お紅茶の用意をさせていただきますでございますわ。ローズヒップさん、カチューシャさんとナンナさんのパーツにはジャムを添えてください。喜んででございますわ。ペコさん、ちょっとジャムは紅茶の中に入れちゃダメ。ジャムを舐めながら紅茶を飲むのが正しいの。口の中に入れてしまえば一緒のような気がしますが、どうして別々でなければダメなのでございますか？それはどうしてなの？ノンナ。
はい、ジャムを入れてしまうと紅茶の温度が下がってしまうので別々にするようになったそうです。
なるほど、そういうことよ。わかったローズヒップ。確かにお紅茶は熱いうちに飲めとアッサムさんに教わりました。ありがとうございますですわカチューシャ様。
どうかしたの？
What up, Jaden?
あなたがあの子に期待するのもなんとなくわかる気がするわ。
でしょ。
あいたーってございますわ。でもカチューシャじゃ最後まであの子に我慢できる自信はちょっとないわね。
刺激的な毎日が遅れておすすめよカチューシャ。
申し訳ございませんでございますわ。これくらいは楽勝ね。
はい、全く問題ありません。
Противник наверняка был обезоружен очарованием нашей великой Катюши.
クラーラが言ってることはよくわからないけど、カチューシャを褒めたたえてる雰囲気は伝わってくるわ。
クラーラは実際に褒めたたえていますよカチューシャ。
カチューシャがロシア語を覚える日も近そうね。このままあと2つ一気に行くわよ。
はい。
よく来てくれたわね。今日もカチューシャに勝ちをプレゼントしてくれるのかしら。
そんなわけないでしょ。以前の私たちと同じとは思わないでよね。
当然じゃない。前と同じじゃカチューシャが困っちゃうわ。
どういう意味？
あなたたち少しは
You know what this means? This isn't a good team to be up against in this match. So, I mean, there's a chance I could lose here. But that means all of the tough teams have already been in the game. We've already fought Black Forest Peak. We've already fought the All-Stars team, and those are the only ones you really have to be scared of during the Alpine mission. So I've got a good shot at being able to just slide through the Alpine mission.
やっぱり黒森峰はプラウダが倒すべき最大の敵よ。気合い入れていこうよ。
全力を尽くします。
За правду!
カーベーターの整備は完璧だべ。なんでも命令してください。絶対勝つわよ。全員戦車登場。
了解。
ルールは特別なものとなっているから注意してね。
それじゃあさっさと片付けてお家に帰るわよ。
試合を始めます。
敵車両発見、交代します。
敵の情報が届いたわよ。進むわよ。様子はどうなの？発射。撃て。交代。嘘、弾かれた。やればできるじゃない。
装填完了。
装填完了。
行く。
完了。期待できません。
何あれ
そう
硬すぎでしょ。
装填完了。角度がよくありません。
敵車両だ。
威力が期待できません。
聞いてないんじゃない？やればできるじゃない。
装填完了。角度がよくありません。これで交代します。
聞いてないんじゃない？
左側面を開いて。
やればできるじゃない。
角度がよくありません。これで威力装填完了。
ハンター行動不能。
よーし押してるわよ。いいわよ。何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。
装填完了。角度がよくありません。これでは威力が期待できません。これでは威力が期待できませんね。いけ。装填完了。交代します。
いいわよ。
左側面に開く。攻撃。角度がよくありません。これでは威力が期待できません。装填完了。
Jasper, you can't change the tank's, like, equipment. You can just change the tank's color, and you can change who the crew is, and who the crew is gives you all sorts of different abilities. Loading faster, more damage, things like that. Boom.
張り合えるなんて。装填完了。
Yeah, so it's just color, you can decorate it with decals, and you can change its abilities by adding different crew, and the pilot changes what your special power is. For example, Katyusha increases the teammate's active gauge by 40, so she just helps out her team.
何やってんの？装填急ぎなさいよ。装填完了よ。嘘、弾かれた。敵車両を捉えたわよ。
角度がよくありません。これでは威力が期待できません。速攻撃。
聞いてないんじゃない？やればできるじゃない。正面走行に避難。何やってんの？下がりなさい。装填完了よ。撃て。嘘、弾かれた。左側面に避難。
装填完了。
エレファント行動不能。
進むわよ。撃て。何やってんのよ。敵車両を捉えたわよ。どうしよう。このままじゃ負けちゃう。
装填完了。
装填完了だって。嘘、弾かれた。正面走行に避難。
これでは威力が期待できません。
やればできるじゃんだって。ふふ、降参してもいいの
装
よ。
填完了。
ティーガー1行動不能。マウス行動不能。
I'm glad the mouse has such a good weak point. Like, you can't... If you're driving around, you can't do it, but if you're at sniping distance,
カチューシャ。
you can grab it.
やはり素晴らしい人です。おめでとうございます。カチューシャ様。
私たちすっげえな。やったね。また負けるの。隊長、本当にすみません。
膝をつくなエリカ。エリカ、真の敗北は試合に負けることじゃない。敗北に打ちひしがれ前進することをやめる。それが真の敗北だ。
西住流は前進あるの？
そうだ。敗北を恐れず敗北を許さず強きこと勝利を尊ぶ。それが西住流。いや、これからの黒森峰だ。
魔法者？
どうしたカチ チューシャ。
握手してあげるわ。
ああ、今回は完敗だった。
次も楽しみにしてるわ。カチューシャはもっと強くなって、次もその次も勝ってあげるけど。
そうだな、何度でもやろう。たとえ負けたとしても私はきっと強くなる。それが私たちの戦車道だから。
これで4勝。あと1つ勝てば優勝ね。ついにカチューシャも
はい、さすがです。同志カチューシャ。
Катюша в отличном настроении. Это радует меня. Ну,
クラーラも調子がいいみたいね。最後の試合もカチューシャのために働いてもらうわよ。
もちろんクラーラも全力を発揮してくれるはずです。
よーし、最後の相手もロシアケーキみたいに軽くねじってあげるわ。待ってなさい。強高校、今日はカチューシャにどんなヘンテコ作戦を見せてくれるのかしら。そこまで期待されちゃしょうがない。聞いて驚け、見てびっくりしろ。ペバロニ、カルパッチョ、ガッテン。
ルーチェ、本当にやるんですか？
とこれは三段肩車。どうだ、これでノンナに肩車をしてもらおうが、アンツィを下に見ることは不可能だ。戦いは試合の前から始まっている。アンツィオの頭脳の勝利だ。さすがっすね、ドゥーチェ。でもちょっと重いっす。ペパロニ、頑張って。なんだ、カチューシャたちも3段、いえ4段で行くわよ。
What is the Black Prince?
私らはちょっと遠慮してけど、どうせ私ら一番下だしな。
カチューシャ、肩車の必要はなさそうです。
どういうことよ、レイさん。もう限界っす。ペパロニ、大丈夫か？ドゥーチェ、ウィッグは重いから乗るときは外してくれってあれほど言ったのに。ちげえだ。そろそろ時間だから試合始めない？前哨戦では
I'm pretty psyched about being up against Italy for this match. Oh, I'm not saying I'm not going to embarrass myself and lose. That might still happen, but I got a pretty good shot.
かしら。装填完了よ。うわー、敵車両発見よ。撃て。効いてるわね。やればできるじゃない。右側面に避難。ちょっと試合終了。
Done and done.
そうだったのにな。
We did it. Now the wonderful ending that the Pravda team gets. What is it, Jaden? If you were saying stuff, I missed it.
体は熱々だぞ。任せてください。
Oh, the HMS Hood. So awesome.
何なのよこれ。
アンツヨ高校は試合の後対戦相手を交えて面会をするのが恒例のようです。
カップ開けても。
はい、そのようです。
アンチョビ、ちょっといいかしら。何かあったか？カチューシャ、あなたたち試合に負けて悔しくないの？そりゃあ悔しいに決まってる。カチューシャたちだってそうだろ。じゃあもっと悔しがったり反省したりしなさいよ。こんなんじゃいつまでたっても強くならないじゃない。ああ、そういうことか。だな、それは順番の問題だ。順番の問題？楽しくなければ物事は続かない。初めていきなり悔しいとか苦しいばっかりじゃやめたくなっちゃうだろ。でもそんなの我慢するしかないじゃない。そうだな、カチューシャの言う通りだ。でも私はうちの子たちみんなに戦車道を続けてほしいって思ってるんだ。楽しい戦車道を続けていてもいつかは悔しさや苦しさにぶつかる。でもそれを超えたところには
Yeah, I saw that the Black Prince was a British tank that sounded awesome.
まだまだ時間はかかりそうだけど、ま、おいおいやっていくさ。ルーチェ、味のチェックをお願いします。
こちらも準備できましたよ、ルーチェ。
わかった、今行くぞ。あの子たちもカチューシャと同じ。
ええ、私たちと同じくらい戦車道を楽しんでいますね。
こういうやり方もあるんだ。全部オッケーだ。よし、お前たち宴会を始めるぞ。ああ！
Hey, Butterboy, what's up?
5戦勝ち抜け。ついにここまで来たわ。
おめでとうございます、同志カチューシャ。
Катюша, поздравляю. なんだか2人とも暗いわね。今日はカチューシャの記念すべき日なんだから、もっと喜びなさい。カチューシャ隊長、主催者の人から優勝商品の目録が届いたみたいですけど、全身美容整形無料券だそうです。カチューシャ隊長、来た事前にカルテマつぐるまでデータを送ってほしいそうですが。分かったわ。ノンナ、すぐにカチューシャのデータを送って。
はい、わかりました。
もう一度カチューシャに今の言葉を聞かせなさい。
はい、アクタス美容整形クリニックよりカチューシャの
I did hear that, Jaden,
と
yes.
いう返答がありました。
なんですって。
この世界で神の手を持つと言われるドクター杉本に依頼をしたようです。
Oh,
それはもう
she's not gonna get her plastic surgery to make her taller.
つら粛清してやる。みんな戦車に乗りなさい。
了解です。
いつでも出撃できます、カチューシャ様。本当に出撃するんですか、カチューシャ隊長。このカチューシャに 舐めた真似をしてくれたのよ。瓦礫も残らないくらいぶっ飛ばしてやるんだから。みんな準備はいい？目標アクタス美容整形クリニック、全社前進グロー。
The tank bed is fantastic. There is an online mode. We have trouble getting matches when I'm streaming, though, just because my upload speed isn't great, so I can stream well to you or play online, but generally not do both. And the giant monster that is the Churchill. I can only imagine the Black Prince is impossible to penetrate. There we go. I'm trying to think. Someone was named... So I guess that was named after the famous Black Prince from the 12th century? I'm blanking on the guy's name, though. Wow, that was embarrassing. Prince Edward, thank you. God, that was embarrassing.
敵車両発見。12時撃て。聞いてます。ヘッザー行動不能。撃て。89式行動不能。戦況はこちらが有利です。交代してください。様子はどうですか？撃て！弾かれました。前進してください。10時方向から砲撃を確認。撃て！外した？しまった！左側面に被弾。撃て！11時方向から砲撃を確認。撃て！正面倉庫聞いてます。前進してください。敵車両を捉えました。装填撃て！3車両行動不能。諦めません。装填完了。撃て！よし。12時方向から砲撃を確認。敵車両を捉えました。装填確定。 M3D 行動不能。5分の負けない。敵いませんね。いたたたた。装填完了。前進してください。
That's called Tankrobatics. It's a sport I invented here in Girls and Panzer on this map. You try to get as many flips and rolls as possible, and there's no formal scoring system. It's called, there are spins, grinds, and sick tank flips. If you would like to see it, see more of that, there's a video called Tank Acrobatics on the channel you can search for. Also, I would check out the video about the mouse's recoil, because that's amazing. There she is. Well, Tog, I will install World of Tanks Blitz and see if it appeals to me. Because I'm always up for more tanks, although as I've played more tank games, I've found that my favorite tanks are Girls and Panzer tanks, because, you know, they're both tank-tastic and, you know, adorable. Alright, let's do the big, what do you call it? There we go. We'll do the final mission we always do, and then I'll wrap up the stream with a little bit of Fist of the North Star, because I want to get people excited about Fist of the North Star, which is, oh god, getting BC Freedom in the game would be amazing. Although I don't know if I'm able to buy it because I do not have a South Asian account. So I might not be able to buy that DLC. Although I could always get a South Asian account, right? I mean, there we go. What did they do in the Girls and Panzer app? I don't know what the Shark Team is, but I'm kind of excited to find out. Oh no, he blasted my treads. If only I had a super powerful tank cannon that shot ridiculously rapid fire. No, I'm not going to watch any previews until it's... Like, I'm not going to watch any previews. I want to be totally surprised by the content. I've got people who tell me that it looks amazing and the new team looks fun, but I'm not going to watch any previews until we're there. Nope, still waiting to watch Das Finale. I've had trouble finding it. Oh, cool. So yes, that's Girls in Panzer. In many ways, the best tank ever. Ooh, Assam is the new tank color. Let's go see what that looks like. In many ways, it's the best game about tanks ever made. Okay, just in one way. No, I was gonna say just the setting, but that's not true. They've done a fantastic job, as I always say, of arcading up. Like, making it feel accessible to anybody. Keeping all of the high-end tank stuff, like shot angle, like scratch damage, things like that, you know, that hadn't been appeared in older tank games, right? That's all here to make it feel more authentic without losing the high-speed action that you want out of an arcadey tank game. I'm not saying it's necessarily better than Battlezone, because I do love Battlezone, but, you know, it might be better than Battlezone. Alright, where is Assam? Etzer, Choppa, Crusade, Copper, IS-2, Pershing, P-40, Chaffee. What the hell is this Assam color? Lavender. Is that? No, that's tin plate. Metallic blue, grass, yellow. My god, I've only unlocked such a tiny portion of this game. Oh, there's Assam. Oh, it's really not that different. My favorite school, oof. I get asked this all the time. Quite obviously. I absolutely will, Jaden. Let's see, Ori Streets. Here we go. Favorite team? I mean, honestly, just because we spend the most time. I mean, if the team I care about most is the Ori team, because we spend the most time with them and they're very much the most interesting. But overall, if you just like the aesthetics of the team and the performance of the team, I'm gonna have to say my favorite non-Ori team is probably going to be the awesome. Is almost certainly going to be Gloriana Girls School. I like their tanks. I like their attitude. I like their class. How unbelievably classy they all are, and of course, Rosehip's amazing. Viking Fishery is such a weird name for a school. Damn, I just can't get a flip going. This is quite embarrassing. Oof. Anytime you can do a smooth landing, I'm always impressed. There we go. It's the most satisfying. Okay, I was just checking to see if I had Fist of the North Star installed. Apparently I don't, which is crazy, but I guess I uninstalled it because I'm excited for the new one to come out, but I kind of feel like I should get in a couple of days worth of Fist of the North Star to get myself reacclimated to the controls before the North American version comes out. Wow, that was bad. Keep flipping. Darjeeling will never drop T, no matter how upside down this gets. Alright, so... I do have Galgun 1 and 2. I also have Galgun VR. I did a review for... if you go to Game Critics, I did a review for Galgun 2. I don't think I did a Galgun 1 review. But I could be wrong about that. Oof, this is bad. A Geonosis map. Does that mean there's going to be a fight scene inside a ridiculous droid factory with a crazy murder conveyor belt? Yeah, I don't know why I'm not able to get a lot of sweet tank flips today. For some reason, it's just not happening. Luckily, no matter how many times they update this game, which is like 3 times now, they have not taken away my ability to, there we go! Do sick tank flips. I only got underwater the one time, and I desperately want to get it again, but I just don't know if it's ever going to happen. Oof. Alright, so we're going to wrap up today's stream here with that unbelievably sick tank flip. Was very happy with how that turned out. Oh, nice. Although it'd be weird if they put the Colosseum in the map. Anyway, yeah, we're going to wrap up the stream here. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that. In addition to the over 100 Girls in Panzer videos you can find on the channel, there are thousands of other videos for you to check out. Questions, suggestions, answers to the quiz. Boom! Barrel roll. Go into the comments section below the video. If you'd like to play my game, it's called Take the Job. It's a teaser for my upcoming visual novel. You can find that at itch.io. There will be a link below most of the videos. If you'd like to see a movie I wrote, it's called Our House, and it's available on demand and in theaters now. I encourage you to watch it. I think you'll have a good time if you like slow-paced horror movies. And honestly, who doesn't? What's that? Most people like fast-paced, super gory horror movies? Okay, this is not that. This is 100% not that. Oof. I love it. And you stop reloading once you're upside down, which is actually a nice touch. Alright, I think that's all the stuff I need to plug. Join me back here next week at the same time for more Girls in Panzer, and of course I stream every day. Otherwise, we got more Yakuza Kiwami to play. Might even do some of that tonight when I'm on the treadmill. Haven't decided yet. Let's see, what else? I think that's that. If I play World of Tanks Blitz, well, obviously I'll... that's a question. Well, whatever. I guess I'd have to play America because my only goal would be to unlock the T-95. Oh, what's up, Tog? Before I head out. No, my treads! All of that, and only now my treads go. What? What, going over a dune? Yeah, no, I've already downloaded. While we were doing this stream, I downloaded World of Tanks Blitz, so I'll try it out this week. Boom. Perfect landing. Yeah, so there's plenty of stuff to check out, is my point. And of course, we're basically now involved in a countdown until Fist of the North Star comes out. We're only... Damn it. I'm trying to get underwater again, and I don't know if it's ever going to happen. We're 1 month and 1 day, so 31 days away from the release of Fist of the North Star. So that's pretty exciting. But the week before Fist of the North Star, we're going to be back here playing a different tank-themed video game, because I'm getting a copy of Metal Max Xeno, which is a game set in a Mad Max future where you use an Abrams tank, like an Abrams tank with like laser cannons, to battle giant insects and robots in a anime future. So that's going to be pretty awesome too. What is this Tuesday? I don't think anything's happening this Tuesday. Did I say something about Tuesday? Yeah, maybe only the Hetzer can get underwater, right? Maybe there's some weird thing about the way the Hetzer flips. Who knows? Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Nope, not happening. I have literally no idea what beta you're talking about. Oh, you're probably talking to someone else. Alright, that's my bad. Yeah! Oh, sorry, the Tuesday. Okay, yeah, I just got sent a thing about whether I wanted to, do the Battlefield 5 beta this weekend for the website I write for. But I'm like, yeah, save it for someone who is better at online combat. But I mean, it looks cool. And I will email Brad and ask him if someone has already grabbed it, because I can always write up a quick preview of it if no one did. Yeah, I could be betaing Battlefield 5 right now. Anyway, thanks to everybody who dropped by the stream. As always, I appreciate it. Boom. I will see you back here soon. But until then, au revoir. God damn it, so close. So close! We even hit the wall. Oh well, au revoir.